top is where we going. Look into the future.
Leader to be there. And if our masculines are toxic and they're toxifying society and they're toxifying the new generation of men who haven't been burned, but to have a more toxic view of women, then women don't have a chance, our families don't have a chance, our children don't have a chance, and our future doesn't have a chance. Because now we have this embedded mindset that is so toxic towards women, when in reality, we're kind of just following your guys' lead. And then here it lays like, okay, well then I guess women need to take responsibility and be the leaders. But then that also breeds a society that men don't want to be in, because men don't want to be led by a society.
And let me stop her right there. The fact that she thinks that this masculinity is toxic is the reason why women feel that way. Being masculine man is not toxic, and what Red Pill and MGTOW community teach is not a toxic. It's what had been taught to men since the beginning of time. But then again, we've had, the whole womenism movement, the sexual liberation movement, and then when the men expressed themselves and told them that we don't like that, women want to say it's toxic. Women want to say this. Women want to say that. And so now men it's like, okay, cool. We don't want to be a part of it. We don't want to be part of anything that y'all think y'all don't like. If y'all don't like us being men, we're gonna back away. Because women feel like being a man is being toxic. No. A lot of men, we gotta take a leadership to protect our families. Sometimes we gotta tell y'all no. Sometimes we gotta tell y'all we don't like that stuff. Sometimes we gotta tell y'all you guys a good idea, you need to be quiet. I can tell you an example right now. I used to date this girl who was a 304. I remember one time we went to a club somewhere and we was coming out. She was drunk. She started lambasting this random man. Started talking all this nonsense to this random man. The random man, luckily he was cool. He was just making fun of her. He was just started making fun of her back. But then she started coming at me talking about, oh, you need to protect me. You should have protected me. And I told her, and I was trying, the way I was trying to protect her, I wasn't trying to protect her. I was telling her to be quiet. Leave that man alone, because you don't know what that man's going to do. He might try and hurt you, or he might try and fight me because he doesn't want to hurt you. I might end up getting into a fight because you didn't want to be quiet. And I was telling her to be quiet, but she was like, oh, you're supposed to protect me. You're supposed to protect me. I was like, I was protecting you. I was telling you to be quiet. Women don't like when men actually step up and then tell women that they're wrong. Women don't like taking accountability for their actions. And then when we tell women, your actions is what got you in this place, they want to say you're wrong. It's men's fault. They want to put it back to men, and men are tired of taking the blame for this. That's another reason why men are going their own way. We're tired of taking the blame for your mess ups. You're the one that slept with this bad dude and had pregnant by him and had his baby. But then you want to say it's all men, and then you want to get mad when a man doesn't want to be the stepdad. We don't want to take care of another man's child. The same man you didn't want to be with. Not you and yourself, but I'm saying women in general. But when a man expresses that, they say it's toxic. But yet, women don't realize the toxic things they're doing. And then when we tell women the toxic things they're doing, they say that we're toxic. They want to bring it back and say it's our fault. When we try to be the leaders, y'all women shame us. And then when we leave y'all to do y'all devices, y'all get mad and say men aren't leaders. But y'all women just are too stubborn. Y'all don't want to listen to us. Y'all don't care about listening to us. Y'all don't care about us being the leaders, honestly. So a lot of men are just like, okay, cool, I'm on my way. Or a lot of men, again, we will date younger, not in the teens, but someone who's in their early 20s, who hasn't had a lot of experience, that we can groom to become a wife, our wife. We can't get that to a woman that's what we call hit the wall. Because those women are set in their ways, and then they act like they know more than the man. But then the ones that's lonely, and they're the ones that's looking for a good man. Let's continue.
And women don't want to have to be forced to be put in their masculine all the time. But when you have a big group of men that solely blame the issues of relationships only on the woman, and they can't even say one thing about how they contributed to the demise of it, then we have a problem, because if we can't look at ourselves, our leaders can't look at themselves, then where is that going to lead the next generation? Where is that going to lead us as a whole population?
Let me stop her right there as well. Men know what the problem is. Men know what our problem is. We don't even need to talk about it. We get told this periodically through media, the system, the family court system. We don't even need to actually take, for example, there's so many stories where men have to pay child support for a child that's not even theirs. There's some men there was a story where a man was babysitting a woman's child, and she charged him with child support. There was another story where a man got charged with so many years of child support. The man went to jail for 5 years for child support for a child that wasn't his. He went to jail for 5 years. And then the woman knew this. So again, that's the problem. That's why men with their own way. Women don't want to take accountability for their actions. So now we're telling women why their relationships are a problem, because women are the ones that leave relationships. Women are the ones that are 80% of marriages are initiated by women. And we know the problems again. Women tell us this all the time. Either we're ugly, either we broke, either we don't have fit the physical structure, either we don't have the length. But when we tell a woman what their problem is, they're too promiscuous. They're having babies out of wedlock. They're not wanting to commit to a man, but they can commit to a man's baby, and they always chase after the man in 10%. Then they want to say we're being toxic. Again, they want to say that they want to give us all these things. They want to put all these labels on us. But men know what our problem is. And again, but we would still red pill and MGTOW. We would still tell men. We would still tell them what our problem is anyway. But we don't need to really talk about it again, because everybody else talks about it. Women talk about it. Society talks about it. Other men talk about it. We know what men's problem is. We know what our problem is. The problem with men nowadays is we put women on a pedestal, and we need to stop that. The idea of red pill MGTOW community is actually to humanize women, to know women nature, and then operate according to that. And again, women, they don't want to take accountability. Unfortunately, women don't want to take accountability. So those subsect of men, they want to be like, okay, fine, you want to take accountability? I don't want to date you. I don't want to be in the market. I'm not putting myself on risk. I'm not putting myself in financial ruin just so I can be in love. Because there's some instances where men want to marry a woman who has a baby, but then she acts like, this guy gotta do this guy gotta do that, this guy gotta do this. And then there's also instances where a man who is with a single mother, she goes back to the baby father. So men are just like, you know what, I'm gonna just leave the system. I ain't trying to be financial, I ain't trying to be homeless. Because a lot of homeless men, I could tell y'all they were married. I can tell y'all they were married. They got divorced. They got the house taken away from them. They lost their job. They might have been in jail. And I can tell you, most of those men were married. But let's continue with the video.
Population, it's going to be more and more difficult to have stronger families, that will actually breed, better things for the future and create, lineages that are just as strong and powerful as some more corrupt families that have just been in power for far too long. And we allow them to distract us with she's a hoe and she's a that. And it's like...
No, that's not the distraction. The distraction is women have watched too much media. They see well, actually no, men as well. They see the Disney-fied stuff. They think it's all romance. They think it's all man has to take her out on fancy trips, romanticize her, buy her flowers, all that type of stuff. No, it's not. And the reason why those families are the corrupt families are still in power is because they realize the power of a family. The woman is not, the wife is not going around being, oh, the man has to be like this, the man has to be like that. Even if the man is sleeping around, the wife still sticks with him. The wife, no matter what the man is doing, she listens to her husband. Those corrupt families, she listens to her husband. Whatever the husband says, she lets him lead. Modern average women, they don't allow the man to lead. They think and honestly, nowadays, being an average man and woman, we gotta learn to work together. However, these women don't want to work and build with the man. They want the man at the finish line. And then when they try to get the man at the finish line, and he actually displays why he was at the finish line, this woman say he's toxic. And then they don't want to commit to him. Those corrupt families, they're the ones where the wife decided, okay, I'm gonna stay with the guy no matter what. I'm gonna listen to him. He don't like this. He don't like me going on internet twerking. Okay, I'm not twerking. He don't like me having an Instagram. He don't like me going out to the girls trip. I'm not doing that. They actually sat down and listened. They didn't say that man was toxic. They sat down and listened to him. They let him lead and be a husband. They didn't want to say he was a partner, a companion, or nothing like that. They let him be a husband. And that's why those families are still together. And unfortunately, why modern families now aren't working anymore. Now, I'm gonna stop analyzing the video right now because this has been going on a little too long. However, what I'm going to say, what I have a personal problem is her calling the manosphere space demonic, and here's why I think that. Men are already lambasted. This is another reason why a lot of men can't get can't get a woman. We're already looked at as sexual deviants. We're already looked at as thirsty or lame or desperate. If a man doesn't get enough bodies, he's looked at as a loser. If a man does get in more bodies, actually, the more bodies the man gets, the more attractive a man is to a woman. Actually, we are looked at as sexual deviants. We're looked at as violent, and so calling us demonic actually puts that into women's minds that all men are like this, even if the man is genuine. And so women will look at a man and think because he's doing something nice, he's trying to do something. He has an ulterior motive. So she will demonize the man. She will shame the man. She will try and say what the man is doing is wrong. If he does something nice, like buy her something and give her a gift. If the man is genuine about this. If the dude shows interest in a woman, she will shame him. Say that he's thirsty. Call him ugly or something like that. If she's not attracted to him. And her calling men demonic, women will get into their head that the red pill MGTOW space or those type of men are demonic. Even if the man is being genuine to her, he's trying to take her out. He lets her know straight up that he wants to marriage and all that type of stuff. And then he say, "Oh, I listen to Kevin Samuels." Oh, you're demonic then. I can't date a man like you. I can't date a man like you because you're demonic. There's been videos where a woman. Well, a man would say, "Oh, I listen to Kevin Samuels," and a woman said, "Oh, I can't date you because you listen to that man. That's toxic." And then the woman will drop him. Ghosting is a real thing. Ghosting, women do that all the time to good men. And then years later on down the line, and then they wonder why there's no good men around because those good men are either in the red pill MGTOW space or they're married to a good woman. Either a man's a MGTOW, they don't want to deal with you, or a man is a red pill and he doesn't want to deal with you as you are. He wants to deal with a better woman. Because why would I deal with a woman who acts masculine? Why would I deal with a woman who doesn't want to listen to me when there's actual women who will listen to me? There's actual women who will be feminine to me. There's actual women who will be nice to me. Why would I want to deal with a woman who won't be nice to me? Women don't realize there's a lot more women than there is men. In the black community, If every black woman dated every black man, including gay men, there would still be over 2 million women that are single and lonely. But women don't realize that. And unfortunately, they push off every man, every good man that comes to them. Because when they're young, they get hit on by men every time. Every time they get hit on by men. They push off the good man for what we call the Pookie and Ray Rays. And then when they get to the age 30, 35, they wonder why no men are coming at them like that. Women miss their chance for marriage. And then those same men that try to chase after them that got pushed back to the side, they're the ones that end up getting different women. They're the ones that end up getting married because we stayed in our space. We stayed knowing women's nature, which is what the Red Pill MGTOW community do. And then when we got to our best selves, we was able to get the best woman. Now there's a lot more to unpack onto this, and I might make another video breaking down why women are lonelier nowadays. And again, I'm gonna put the link to this video. So again, if you guys don't attack this woman, please attack her ideas. And I'm actually going to give this page a sub because I want to check out the rest of her videos. Because she does seem like she has a balanced perspective of things. But I'm going to end it right here. I appreciate you guys checking me out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come on. If you guys want to support the page, you can send money to my Cash App and PayPal. It'd be much appreciated. You guys be safe. I will talk with y'all soon. Peace.